Why do beekeepers have a smoker? Because when you go near bees, like beehive, the bees will start to, guard bees, there are bees that are called designated guard bees, and they'll release a chemical that smells like banana oil. I echo. But it smells like banana oil. And do we have a hive tool?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. Did we
I
bring
just
it?
a nail to poke through. We're making challenge, and I gotta go get you a tap.
Okay. 2 tacks, maybe. Okay. Okay, why don't you spray them? Okay, so technically called a pheromone. And, okay, get the other side. And the pheromone smells like banana oil to us, but when the guard bees release the alarm motor, it alerts the other bees that, in their language, that an intruder is near the hive and more bees will come out to sting, or at least buzz around you. Although we unlikely will need this today, we want to show you because last year I was appalled how people didn't know how to light a smoker. Maybe they never lit fires as kids. But anyway, so the way you light a smoker is, newspaper works better.
That's not lit.
You're right, it went out. That's why newspaper works better. But it was lit. Okay, so you drop something that's lit, and then you put some straw in, and don't get burned, and you make sure it's lit, and you put more, like so. Coming out the green grass, and go to a hive. You puff a little smoke in the entrance. When you take the lid off, you puff a little smoke. And on nice days, that's about all you need. And you never wear a watch when you're working bees because somehow the sweat or whatever that gets into the leather strap becomes like an alarm motor and they'll sting it. And you should wear light clothing when you work bees. Okay, you want to, I guess? And what they do in Georgia is they go to a beehive and they have a funnel and they take frames. The queen is isolated. So they take frames and shake them in the funnel into the package. The funnel goes over the hole in the package, which you'll see in a minute. Oh, yeah, the water to keep them fed in transit. And then they go to a nucleus yard where they're raising new queens. Because if they shook the queen in the hive, they shook the bees out of into the package, then they can only make one package. So they want that queen to keep producing more bees. So they go to a mating yard, and so the queen that's here is foreign to these bees initially. And so she's in a cage and in transit, and by the time they get here, although we're going to still treat her as a foreign queen, they will slowly adopt her as their own. You can puff a little. Sometimes these things go out. Maybe we didn't light it enough. Hold on.
When the instructor says run, everybody listen.
No. No, there's 2 types of queen cages, and this is a fairly new one that was made by a guy from the Drummond Aircraft Company. It's a plastic queen cage. I prefer the other type, but it is what it is. Anyway, since you want her to slowly be accepted, there's a sugar plug. This long neck is a plug of sugar, and then by the time they eat through the plug, they've accepted her. usually. And we want to make sure sometimes the plug is too hard and they can't chew through it. So without skewering the queen, you want to take some of this out. This is kind of, well, maybe it's, what do you got? What's the other thing you have?
I got a nail and I got a brad here if I can find it.
Let me try your nail. Is with that it seems. So I'm taking some of it out, and then I'm going to make a hole through it very carefully. They're all, oh, another pheromone, they're all scenting. See their abdomens up in the air and their wings fanning? You come close for a minute. And also I have to make sure the queen is alive. Yes.
So they can scent the queen in there.
Yes, because she produces pheromones too.
Okay.
Yeah, ask questions as we go along.
So it's just the queen in that plastic container?
Yeah. Okay.
And she was raised separately on a
Yes, yeah.
queen farm of some sort?
That was, they call them, no, this is probably the same company that made the packages have their own queen raising areas.
Uh-huh.
So what they do is they go to a hive that they like the queen, and if the queen is, if the larva, all females eggs and larvae will become either a queen or a female worker bee. And the only difference is the diet. So during the diet of the queen, it's fed royal jelly all its larval life. The worker females, after the third day, they are no longer provided with royal jelly. They're provided with dilute honey and pollen. So in bees, to be trite, you are what you eat.
And what is royal jelly and where does that come from?
From the glands in the worker bee's head. And that makes, and the queen bee, egg to adult, 16 days. The drone, the male bee, 24 days, and the worker 21 days. The male bee can't sting, only the females can sting. The males are big. Here's a big fat male, a drone, and watch this, a little exhibit. They'll fly away. Just shows you, don't try that at home. Now we're going to suspend this cage in here because we're not going to release her directly. We're going to let them release her as they eat through the candy. Okay. I think he did it through the wax.
Yes, through the wax.
He did. Okay, here, just first put it through the plastic. You want to push it through.
'Cause when you did it through the frame, remember it wouldn't slide in.
Okay. Oh no, I know that. Okay, it must be through. Okay, now, yeah, we couldn't get the frames
Right.
close together. Suspended on the frame. And they're going to eat through the plug and release her. And over that delayed period, they will become relatively well acquainted with her. Okay, I want to bring that package over here, please.
So right now there's no queen established.
No,
She's in the plug. and
Right,
if
she's
they
in the
let
plug.
her out, they might not like her.
no, 99% of the time, by the time she's released, they accept her as their queen.
Well, what's going to make these
Yeah.
hang around now while she's still in that capsule?
A little more. Okay, good. I wanted to grip.
You said only the